It's your first day of college. You're so excited to start this new chapter of your life. You're coming in with a fresh, open mind. Nothing's holding you back. Someone offers you your first drink. You like it. This becomes a part of your daily routine. You're drinking every day, sometimes getting drunk. You start showing up late to classes. You start turning in assignments late, and your overall academic performance begins to decline. This is just a generic version of a story that so many college students live every day. Today, I'm here to persuade you that colleges need to take responsibility for excessive drinking in their students. Before we can understand this issue, we need to take a look at the problem, investigate the cause, and finally, I'll provide you with a unique solution. Let's jump into the problem. Drinking rates as students enter college are skyrocketing. Drinking is becoming a daily routine of students. And this is a pandemic in college. According to the LA Times, on May 26, 2016, each day 1.2 million students will pick up an alcoholic beverage. 2,100 of these same students will be introduced to alcohol for the first time. This data is so important because that's 2,100 students drinking alcohol for the first time daily. This number jumps up to 14,700 students in 1 week. This is a major issue within college. Another problem that we see is that college students are developing drinking and eating disorders. College students are finding new ways to get drunk fast, and it's detrimental to their health. According to Washington Post, on March 11th, 2019, students are developing a eating disorder and drinking disorder named by their classmates drunkorexia. It's where they intentionally don't eat so that they can get drunk faster without spending an excessive amount of money. This type of behavior can lead to detrimental health effects as well as lifelong drinking addiction or having an eating disorder for the rest of your life, and that's not something that a college student should be living with among all of their other responsibilities. Another issue with college drinking that we see right now is the spread of COVID-19. College students gather in bars in close quarters, and we see that COVID-19 is spread through close quarters as well as people congregating, and that's what college students seem to do in bars. According to according to New York Post on September 9th, 2018, Governor Cuomo plans to come down on college drinking bars because there's such a risk to society. College students are gathering there, and drinking promotes unsafe behavior, and it's all contributing to the spread of COVID-19. I prevented you with some of the problems, so now we're going to take a look at some of the causes. Administration at colleges is not equipped to deal with this problem. There are appointed administrators to deal with this issue, but they're not provided the resources and support that they need to help students and support them. According to the New York Times on December 15th, 2014, colleges aren't allocating resources to these areas, to the area of underage or excessive drinking in their students. There are officers and administrators appointed to this specific issue, but their resources are limited. The resources are limited even in colleges that are frown upon or come down on students with heavy drinking. These departments aren't supported. This is so important because the colleges are providing this environment for the students. They're gathering students in dorms as well as in classroom environments, and this community promotes heavy drinking, yet they're not allocating resources for students who suffer with alcoholism. Another cause that we see is the advertisement of alcohol at college sporting events. there's very loud advertisement of drinking alcohol and promoting what drinking before, after, during the game. The whole the that whole community promotes that. According to Tampa Bay Times, the colleges are receiving compensation from the sales of alcohol at the college games. They're promoting heavy drinking and receiving compensation for the sales. This is so important because the colleges have no motivation to put a stop to the heavy drinking because they're receiving kickbacks from the alcohol companies that are selling at their games. Another cause we see is fraternities. Fraternities are a community that often promotes heavy drinking and partying and unsafe activities. According to U.S. News on November 9th, 2016, fraternities promote heavy drinking, and this is so unsafe for students who already have patterns of over drinking, and then they enter the fraternity and they're around people who also are heavily drinking. Some of them might not suffer from alcoholism, but students that do have alcoholism are in an extremely unsafe environment because it's promoting an unhealthy habit for them. It's promoting the unhealthy habit for them, as well as there's the community kind of calls it a rite of passage, that it's the students' rite of passage to be drinking and partying while they're in the fraternity, and this isn't necessarily frowned upon by the colleges. The colleges kind of turn a blind eye to it and allow it to happen, and students are suffering because of this. Now that we've looked at the problem, investigated the cause, I'll provide you with a unique solution. We see that students can use, or colleges can provide electronic notification systems to help cut down on excessive drinking for students. On May 5th, 2015, Wall Street Journal outlines one of these programs where colleges can offer a survey at the beginning of the semester where students can assess their drinking habits, and then throughout the semester they'll receive notifications based on their survey answers that will remind them of their drinking habits, the money they're spending, the amount of drinks that they're having, to remind them to take note of how many drinks they're having every hour, that way that they don't put themselves in a dangerous situation. Another solution that really needs to happen is that colleges should never receive kickbacks from alcohol companies who are selling at their games. It's understandable that alcohol will be sold at the college games because fans are paying to be there, but the college itself should never receive compensation for this. This is promoting behavior in their students that's detrimental to their health as well as their academic routine. These students are being put in a college community that is promoting heavy drinking, and the colleges don't necessarily want their students to be heavily drinking, but they also have they're kind of in both camps. They're receiving kickbacks from the alcohol companies as well as telling their students that they frown upon heavy drinking. Now we've looked at the problem, investigated the cause, and I provided you with a unique solution. Today, I tried to persuade you that colleges should take more responsibility for excessive drinking in their students. So next time that you go to a college sporting event, I hope you'll take a look around and realize how alcohol is weaved into the college culture.